Happy Friday and welcome to this week's RC Top 3.
Happy Friday.
So we're back this week, and since the last time you saw us, President Biden has signed our COVID bill finally into law.
Finally.
Calvin, people are getting stimulus checks. People have already gotten stimulated this past weekend.
Those who are registered with their bank accounts have already gotten it and spent it as they needed, and I am happy for them.
Yes, same. So people are getting the $1,400 stimulus checks that they were promised. Also, they're continuing the $300 a week unemployment benefit until September, the beginning of September. There's a child tax credit that will be paid monthly to parents. Depending on how old your child is, you'll either get $250 or $300, and that'll be paid for 6 months between July and the end of the year. He's also promised that every adult in America will have access to the vaccine, that there will be a vaccine ready for them by May 1st, which is 2 months ahead of his original July projection. So some good news this week, Calvin.
Yeah, and also the first $10,200 of unemployment benefits aren't going to be taxed. So I know there are a lot of people that are happy about that.
No, absolutely. And so coronavirus is affecting everyone across the country, across the world. And I know you want to tell us how it's affecting our friends over in Tanzania.
Yeah, it's a really sad, weird story happening in Tanzania with a slightly positive outcome. I'll start with the positive part first. East Africa has its first female president, Samia Hassan. She was the vice president under John Magufuli. The problem is the president died yesterday of an undisclosed illness. Now, it was said in the announcement that it was because of a previous heart problem, but many people believe that it was COVID and he didn't want to admit it. Why didn't he want to admit it? Because he has been the outspoken critic of the COVID-19 pandemic, going as far as to not even allow his country to enroll in programs to get the vaccine, told his citizens to pray it away, told them to take herbal medicines and steam treatments.
And not wear masks.
And not wear masks. And this is as late as January. And something that the WHO, before he died, had criticized him because he was not sharing COVID data with them and stopped actually last April. So it was a horrible situation. And it's compounded by the fact that a lot of people believe that he did die of COVID, but because of his stances, they wouldn't make it public. So it's really unfortunate. I hope that the new vice president, President Hassan, that she will correct that. The way the Constitution works in Tanzania, it's like ours in that he was just reelected in October, and she'll finish out his 5-year term. So she has time to do it and hopefully correct those mistakes.
Well, God bless the poor people in Tanzania who have been under this madman's rule this entire pandemic. And bringing it back to the States, earlier this week, there was another domestic terrorism tragedy in Atlanta. Robert Aaron Long killed 8 people in the Atlanta area massage spas, including 6 Asian women. A lot of people, not the prosecutors, but a lot of other people are calling this a hate crime, as so much hate crime against Asians has escalated during this pandemic. A lot of it exacerbated by former President Trump calling it the Kung flu or the China virus, right. And blaming China for our country not being able to handle the pandemic. For his part, Long says that he did this because he has a sexual addiction, and that he was just trying to eliminate temptation for himself.
Which is that's bull. And also, why do they have to die if he has a problem? But that's
correct. The Cherokee County Sheriff, where this happened, said that he had a bad day. Which, Calvin, when I have a bad day, I may watch Housewives with a glass of wine, maybe some popcorn. I don't go out and shoot people and make sure to choose one ethnic group to murder.
And if you did, they would not care how good or bad your day had been.
Correct.
Yes.
But this same man, the sheriff in Cherokee County, is the same man who was posting during the pandemic on his social media China t-shirts. So he's clearly in the Trump camp when it comes to Asian hate. But he's been charged with 8 counts of murder. And I think we all want to see justice done here. And for people to stop targeting Asian Americans, it's insane.
Yes, it totally is. And so it shows we have a lot of work to do. I will say that I'm glad we now have a president and a vice president. The vice president who is South Asian in her background have spoken out against this. And I even saw that they're supposed to be today or beginning next week visiting the crime scene. So that's a welcome change from our last 4 years.
Yes, it is. Well, we hope that you guys continue to stay safe. It looks like we are in the home stretch of this. If we can work together and wear masks and social distance and get vaccinated, we can get out of this sooner rather than later.
Have a happy weekend.
Great weekend. Bye, guys.